Hello and welcome back to Tech Dive. The concept of autonomous driving is often discussed as if it remains far in the future, but driverless cars are already a reality in some ways. Tesla is set to unveil its highly anticipated Robotaxi on October 10, and this has generated considerable excitement. However, it's uncertain whether this unveiling will significantly shift the autonomous vehicle industry. One of the most contentious topics in the world of autonomous driving is Tesla's full self-driving software. While Tesla enthusiasts argue that it's a revolutionary step towards full autonomy, others are skeptical. Supporters highlight the fact that FSD has accumulated over 1 billion miles of driving data, an achievement unmatchable by any other autonomous vehicle company. This also points to FSD's human-like behavior in recent software iterations, though it still requires drivers to remain engaged and ready to intervene, as the system can take dangerous errors from time to time. Critics argue that Tesla's FSD doesn't qualify as true autonomous driving. This stems from the fact that a human driver is still required to oversee and manage the vehicle's actions, making corrections when needed. This requirement keeps FSD at level 2 autonomy as per the Society of Automotive Engineers standards. These standards classify autonomous driving systems based on how much human interaction is required. A level 2 system requires constant human supervision, meaning that Tesla's FSD cannot be considered fully autonomous, despite its impressive technological capabilities. Fans of Tesla often express frustration with this classification, particularly when comparing Tesla's FSD to certified level 3 systems from companies like Mercedes-Benz and BMW, which are deemed less flexible than FSD. The ambiguity from whether Tesla's vehicles can become fully autonomous has been exacerbated by statements from CEO Elon Musk. Back in 2016, Musk claimed that all vehicles had the necessary hardware for full autonomy, which led many to believe that a future software update could transform their cars into fully autonomous vehicles. For some, the Level 2 classification feels more like a mere technicality, with the belief that Tesla is capable of driving almost anywhere compared to other Level 3 systems that are limited by specific geographic conditions or restrictions. However, the SAE classification remains firm, and Tesla has even acknowledged that its FSD software cannot meet the criteria for higher levels of autonomy. This is evident in the company's disclaimers and website updates, where Tesla admits that FSD is still a Level 2 system. This classification also reflects Tesla's unwillingness to assume legal responsibility for accidents or mistakes that might occur while the FSD is active, putting the liability on the driver rather than the system itself. As a result, Tesla's FSD cannot technically be called an autonomous driving system, as Tesla itself seems uncertain of its reliability in every situation. Safety concerns surrounding Tesla's FSD remain prevalent. While some drivers praise it for creating a magical experience when the car seems to drive itself, others are cautious. Tesla's FSD can still make unpredictable and dangerous errors, such as running red lights or veering into the wrong lanes. Tesla warns drivers about these potential issues, and the system currently relies on human drivers to step in and correct its mistakes. To evaluate FSD's performance, Tesla tracks how many miles the system can drive without human intervention. Critical interventions, which are actions required to prevent accidents or other dangerous situations, are measured. According to data collected from users, the latest version of FSD averages around 134 miles between critical interventions, and about 78 miles between all types of interventions. While this marks progress, it shows that Tesla's FSD still requires human intervention fairly frequently, and this level of performance isn't yet enough to be considered safer than a human driver. Tesla claims that its FSD records fewer crashes per mile driven compared to other human drivers, but this statistic only holds true because human drivers are present to take control when needed. Looking ahead, Tesla aims to improve SSD further with upcoming versions. The next iteration, known as FSD V13, is expected to increase the number of miles driven between interventions by 6 times, potentially reaching around 800 miles between critical interventions. Although this would be a significant improvement, it's not sufficient to declare that FSD is ready for fully autonomous driving. Even though FSD V13 is slated for testing, the timeline for when it might be ready for full production remains unclear. Previous versions of the software experienced significant delays, and while Tesla continues to roll out incremental updates, FSD V13 may still face hurdles before it's fully deployed. Despite these advances, Tesla's full self-driving software remains far from achieving the level of autonomy required for a robotaxi service, which is why Tesla has yet to apply for a robotaxi license. This contrasts with other companies like Waymo and Cruise, which have already launched commercial driverless car services in select cities. Both companies have taken a different approach from Tesla, opting to equip their vehicles with a wider array of sensors, including cameras, radar, and LiDAR, to ensure redundancy and improve safety. However, they also make their autonomous vehicles significantly more expensive to produce. Cruise and Waymo's systems, though expensive, are already operational in several U.S. cities, and they have steadily expanded their service areas. Tesla, by contrast, has not yet deployed robotaxis but has millions of cars on the road, which could allow it to scale rapidly if its FSD software reaches a reliable and safe standard for full autonomy. Other companies like Uber have also explored autonomous driving. However, after an incident involving an Uber prototype that resulted in a pedestrian fatality in 2018, Uber abandoned its internal robotaxi development efforts. However, Uber instead partnered with Cruise to bring autonomous vehicles to its platform. This partnership allows Uber to offer robotaxis while reducing the risk and expense of developing its own technology. However, the high cost of Cruise's vehicles could limit the scalability of such a service, especially when compared to Uber's current business model, which relies heavily on human drivers to minimize costs. Waymo, backed by Alphabet, has steadily grown its robotaxi fleet, now operating in cities like San Francisco and Phoenix, with expansions into Los Angeles and Austin. Waymo has also garnered attention for making its service affordable and competitive with traditional ride-hailing services like Uber. Additionally, it has embraced transparency, offering safety data that shows its vehicles are consistently safer than human drivers. This safety advantage has attracted users who prefer a driverless option, further solidifying Waymo's position in the autonomous vehicle market. In the broader context, Tesla faces stiff competition in the autonomous driving space, with companies like Waymo and Cruise already delivering a driverless car experience. While Tesla's FSD software has made significant strides, its reliance solely on camera-based technology without additional sensors like LiDAR has set it on a more challenging path. Despite this, Tesla is investing heavily in artificial intelligence and data centers to improve its FSD software, aiming for a solution that can scale more rapidly once it reaches a sufficient level of reliability. Tesla's upcoming Robotaxi event on October 10 is highly anticipated, especially given the delays and challenges the company has faced in deploying its autonomous vehicle fleet. Elon Musk initially promised that Robotaxi would launch in August, but it postponed it after internal leaks suggested the company wasn't ready. The upcoming unveiling is expected to showcase Tesla's robotaxi capabilities, likely within a controlled environment, such as Warner Bros. Studios, where the event will take place. As for what to expect from the event, many are hoping for more than just a demonstration of Tesla's robotaxi software. Musk has hinted that there may be additional surprises, which could include advancements in wireless charging tech or demonstrations of Tesla's humanoid robot, Optimus, interacting with the robotaxi. Whether these innovations will be enough to set Tesla apart from its competitors remains to be seen. But the event will certainly provide insight into Tesla's progress and versions of the future of autonomous driving. Ultimately, while Tesla has made significant progress in the realm of autonomous driving, it still faces numerous challenges. As competitors like Waymo and Cruise push ahead with fully driverless systems, Tesla's focus remains on perfecting its FSD software. The outcome of this race will depend not only on technological advances, but also on regulatory approval, public trust, and the ability to deploy these systems safely on a large scale.